Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and welcome to another Sunday sew-along. We've actually got a sew-along today. This was actually released on Monday. So this was a sew-along that I did in conjunction with Cashmerette for their newest club pattern, which is the Hampden dress that mixes and matches with the whole yoke dress, which I have made and you guys have seen on the channel. It's a good pattern. You can get the pattern now for at the very base club pattern, which you can, the very base, I think the bottom two tiers of the club subscription, you can just do month by month. So if you just wanted to get this pattern, you could just do the base. The all access, which is the top one, gets you, you pay for a full year and that gives you access to all the patterns past and the ones coming in the present or in the future. Anyway, so I've got a full sew along for that. A lot of this will translate also over to the whole yoke as well. Not all of it, but some of it. So I will send you over. I'm going to talk you through the dress pattern now. Again, the sew along did go up on Monday. I will link the sew along both in the description or up here right now and also down in the description box if you would like to do the full sew along with me, and it's a one-parter. Okay, so now I'm just going to take you over and show you my Hampden and talk you through the pattern. See you guys next week. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I have a new pattern to share with you guys. Okay, so this one actually came out last week, but I was in the middle of Love Notion sale week, so couldn't really talk much about it other than the fact that the sew along for it went up. So this is Cashmerette's newest club pattern. However, it has a sister pattern that is available for purchase by itself, or you could also just get the club membership for the basic, which is just for this month. I think it's $7, something like that. That will give you just this pattern if this is something that you're interested in. But this is the Hampden. I'm probably butchering it. I apologize to all Massachusetts New Englanders because she does name all of her patterns after places in that area. So I'm sure I'm pronouncing all of these wrong. But this is a wonderful summer dress pattern. It has a faux button placket. It's got the princess seamed bodice, short sleeves, these beautiful patch pockets and ends right about the knee. But the faux placket, the way you get in and out of this dress is that it has elastic that is in the back that helps you get it on over your boobs when you're pulling it on. This is meant to be the sister pattern to the whole yoke. And I think I'm saying that one right too, which is a sleeveless bodice and has a maxi skirt. So and inseam pockets. So you can mix and match the pockets, the skirt lengths. You can also make the skirt by itself, just with like an elastic backed skirt, which is also really fun with the faux placket. You can mix and match the sleeveless bodice with a sleeved bodice. So really sky is the limit. And with the sleeved bodice, you could even play around and do a lot of sleeve hacking. If you wanted to make one in the winter time, you could put a longer sleeve on it, or you know, sky's the limit on what you can do with this. I am very excited. I made the whole yoke the end of last summer, I think. Yeah, the end of last summer, and I love it. It's such a good summer dress. So being able to put it on the shorter skirt, that sleeveless bodice with the shorter skirt, with the straps and maybe the patch pockets, or just being able to mix and match things just sounds like a whole lot of fun. So the sew along goes through how to make this particular dress, but a lot of the tips and tricks do translate to the whole yoke as well. Obviously I'm putting sleeves on this. The arm hole gets finished differently because it's got a sleeve as opposed to the straps, but there is a lot of crossover and a lot of similarity between the two patterns. So that is over there. It is on the channel now if that's something you want to take a look at. But I just wanted to take a minute and go through my version and what I did alterations wise to my pattern, talk about the fabric a little bit and that sort of thing. Okay, so I made the size 10 with the GH cup and then I graded out to a 12 at the waist. This is standard for me across the board with Cashmerette. A lot of times with Cashmerette, I will grade back down to a 10 at the hip, but this is more of a, like an A-line. It's not a straight skirt. It's more of an A-line skirt. So my tip for that is if it's not a fitted skirt, if it's anything A-line or bigger, it's best to just go with the same size as your waist, because otherwise it throws proportion off weird when you're trying to grade back down into sizes. So I usually just go with the waist measurement. It keeps everything looking good. And then the proportion looks better on your body. So when you have a fuller skirt, it makes your waist look smaller. So it's good for the proportion as well. So yeah, I graded out to the 12 at the waist and then just cut the size 12 skirt for this version. As you can see, I put the patch pockets on. The whole yoke has inseam pockets, but this has a really cute patch pocket, which I think is fun for summer. And I did mine, because I used a stripe, I did mine cross grain just for some interest, and I really like how they turned out. A lot of times with Cashmerette, I shorten 1 inch above the waist. But one of the things I love about Jenny and her drafting is that she knows that a lot of us have our narrowest parts of our waist are further up our body. Narrowest parts of our body are above what our natural waist actually is. So sometimes with her dresses, she drafts them just a little bit higher than natural waist. So I was a little worried about, and with my whole yoke, I did take off the inch, and I feel like it's right up, it's almost on pure waist on me, like it's right up under my boobs. So I went ahead and left the bodice on this alone, and I think it's perfect. So I think doing my whole yoke again, I'll go ahead and add that length back to the bodice, and because it still hits at my narrowest part, which I think is lovely. I shortened the skirt by 2 inches, so that is pretty common for me. Most of the time with Cashmerette, like I said, I shorten 1 inch at the waist and then 2 inches in the skirt or leg or whatever it might happen to be. This one I just shortened the 2 inches in the skirt, and I think it's kind of a fun vintage feeling length. The neckline is finished with a facing, and I used a rayon challis that I got with my birthday order from my Style Maker Fabrics. So you guys would have seen this fabric in my Style Maker Fabrics fabric haul, and it was lovely to work with. So it's just a rayon challis and these beautiful candy stripes is kind of what it reminds me of. And yeah, I have a little bit left over, so I could do, I don't know, something fun with, I don't know. I don't have enough to make a full garment out of the leftovers, but I could do like an accent, or I could just cut some really cool bias binding and finish off shirts with some really cool bias binding. I will not rule that out. What else? Oh, I cut my waistband, my front waistbands on the cross grain as well, because I was not going to try and match up vertical stripes going up, because the shaping's a little bit different on the skirt than on the bodice, and it was just not, and I have a very deep curve with my bodice because of my cup size, so I just went ahead and made the waistband a feature. So we cut it on the cross grain, and I think that turned out really, really well. Like I said, the back has elastic in the back, and you do top stitch it down with some zigzag stitching, which I show in the video. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how this whole thing came out. So as you can imagine, this is totally going to Italy with me. In fact, if I could get away with taking like 1 pair of shorts, maybe a couple of tops, and then some dresses, especially dresses that can do double duty, which I think my occasion dresses that I'm making are going to be able to do double duty. I think this is going to allow me to pack lighter than I was thinking I was going to be able to. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Unfortunately, all of the events in Italy happen at the end of our trip. So we're going a week before the events. And then, well, the events start like on Thursday, and we leave the previous Friday. We get in like Saturday. So we're there not quite a week, but quite a few days before the events even start happening, which is unfortunate because I don't really want the event to be the second time I've worn a dress, you know, but it may be fine. May just put all cares to the wind and it'll be fine. So this won't be an occasion dress, but I think this would be a great sightseeing dress, and I could wear it with sneakers and my tennis shoes and just be really cool and comfy and still covered for all the different cathedrals that we kind of want to go see. So that is kind of the thought there. But anyway, I just wanted to show off the newest Cashmerette pattern. They've been making some really cool ones here recently. And I haven't had a chance to make up the skirt yet that they just did, or the bridal top that has the cute little tie, like little knot. That's gonna need to be made up here real soon. So yeah, I'm still crushing on Cashmerette is what it comes down to. But anyway, if you're interested in this pattern, it is for sale this month only at the basic. And then if you have the All Access Club membership, you have access to all the patterns. But if you just wanted to do the basic membership, it is, you have to get it this month to get this pattern. And there's a sew along for it up on the channel. So if you want a little hand holding with making yours, I have that up, and it was up last week. So it's there ready for you whenever you're ready for it. Okay, guys, that is all I have for today. I hope you all are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you guys again on Friday for another video. Bye.